In Australia, you probably know by now that we're going to the polls for the federal election. I think it's the 3rd of May, something like that anyway. It doesn't really matter what day it is. But something really interesting was said today, and it just actually beggars belief that a minister could say something like this, and what he's said is quite bizarre and leads people to believe that he's not telling the truth. And I don't know, I would have thought ministers would have been a bit more intelligent than to say something that would lead people to even believe that he's lying, because his exact words were, I'm trying to be as honest with the people as I can. You're trying to be as honest as you can? Well, how about be as honest as you can, or be honest? Not trying to be. That is, to me, I don't know, you tell me if you think that's bizarre, because that, to me, and I put it into chat GPT and asked the question about what it thought about that, and the response back was that it's a red flag, that he can't just straight out say I'm being totally, why not say I am being totally honest with you, because obviously he can't be. Why do we trust these politicians? Why? Well, we don't. We've got the point where we just don't trust them, and there's a lot of reasons why we don't trust them. Everything's in their favour. They do everything wrong and they can't do wrong. And, what's the point of having elections? What is the point in having these elections when it doesn't matter who we vote for, because they do what they damn well like anyway? And what my thoughts are on that, and you tell me what your thoughts are, is that when they're doing their campaigning, as they've started to now, I'm talking about Mr. Albanese and Mr. Dutton doing their campaigning at the moment, they make all these rash and fantastic promises. And it's not about what's actually going to happen, it's about what they think you want to hear to get them over the line. Because once they get in, they just do what they please and they backtrack on everything, and there's no consequence. So my question really is, should there be more consequence when they don't do what they said they were going to do? Look, obviously things sometimes change. And I'll give you an example. Say for argument's sake, they've made all these fantastic statements about they're going to do this, that and the other thing, whatever it may be, and then they get in and then they just don't do it and they just backtrack on it with absolute crap excuses. Well, as far as I'm concerned, yes, there should be something that happens about it. But when they backtrack, because let's say they get in and then we go to war, for instance, or something, pandemics, these sorts of things that really throw curveballs in, well, then there should be a little bit of leeway on that, obviously, because then things have changed that have made things really different. So, but, I'm just going to go back to his statement where he basically said, he said, I'm trying to be as honest as I can with the people. You're trying. That's a red flag. You're not being honest. You're trying to be. Oh, God. Where does... Oh, dear. Anyway, look, I just thought I'd throw this video in because when I heard it, I don't know, I nearly fell over when I heard it from a federal member. And you think, really? What is people going to be thinking? And tell me your thoughts. Have I overread this? I don't think I have. Maybe I'm wrong, but straight away I just thought, you're trying to be honest? Well, you don't try to be honest, you just be honest. Anyway, I'll just make that a quick little video. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to do another video a bit later on. Had a great day yesterday. Everything, the planets must have been aligned. For once in my life, I had this best day. Things went all my way. It was great. So I'll speak to you about that on another one. And great to see you guys. Have fun and speak soon.